Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
We've been keeping an eye on it all morning, gave you the first alert to it this morning, the chance for additional scattered showers and storms. That possibly continues as we head through the afternoon, even into the late evening hours, potentially. Some of that activity sticking around. It's the highest storm chance that we're going to have this week, it looks like at this point, in terms of the best shot at seeing some rain. Now, currently across eastern Iowa, the heaviest rain is falling in our northwest zone. There are a few other isolated, very smaller pockets of precipitation mixed in without. It's that area northwest of Waterloo where there are some downpours, occasional claps of thunder as well. A little cell tried to pop up in southeastern Benton County, didn't make it, but we could see some more develop toward the Highway 30 corridor or so, and just about anywhere as we head through the afternoon. View from Parkersburg in Butler County, where those showers and storms are nearby. You can see a little bit of a downpour in the distance and some wet surfaces here in the foreground too. Temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s at this point. Even Parkersburg, that's seen a bit of rain at 78, 81 degrees in Dubuque. Dew points are in the mid to upper 60s or even a little bit higher in a couple of cases. And Pinpoint Futurecast shows what we have. The storms in the northwest zone, again to start with, and they spread to the southeast. So Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, you're not out of the woods yet. In fact, just about anybody could see some of these showers and storms as we go through the day. Not a promise that you will as we head through the day because they still remain somewhat scattered, but the chance is pretty decent. We have a decent amount of moisture around it. The correct setup in the atmosphere from the bottom up, where we have the temperature layers that really do work to allow this storm activity to develop. So we are watching that through the afternoon. Now, there could be a stronger storm during this time period where we see a little bit of wind or maybe a little bit of hail. We're keeping an eye on it for sure. As we head in the afternoon hours and into the morning hours rather on Thursday, drier conditions and less cloud cover gradually. Now, these storms do, as mentioned, have moisture to work with, and so they are efficient rainfall producers, but they are relatively small. So it's going to be hard to come by a big widespread area of heavy rain, but half an inch of rain possible in some spots, maybe an isolated higher total if you find yourself experiencing more than one storm today. Now, temperatures in terms of our highs likely in the 80s, 82 degrees in Manchester, 84 in Washington. Many of us are already reaching that 80-degree mark, and we just have a few more degrees to go there. We'll see those dew points increase as we go through the week as well. Starting off in the mid-60s like today, similar tomorrow, and then a slight increase the day after that, and even more of an increase as we head toward the weekend. 70s on the muggy meter. That puts us in the sweltering category, and it comes just in time with an increase in temperatures too. We'll be into the upper 80s, upper 90s rather, in terms of our heat index by then. And so that's how it'll feel. And if you have outdoor plans for the tail end of the weekend, you'll probably have to take that into consideration. Make sure to work in some breaks, get some air conditioning mixed in there too. So a couple of dry days after today. That shower and storm chance is there for a little while. We'll keep temperatures reasonable after that for at least a couple of days before that heat, and then a couple of days after too. That's as we break down that hotter weather pattern and more storms become a possibility on Tuesday and Wednesday. Also want to mention that slight storm chance on Saturday. That's as we push that hot and humid air in. Sometimes you get a little bit of activity on the edge of that, and that is the case here.
Yeah, when things are that warm and humid, that does seem to follow.
Yeah, it's hard not to sometimes. Right. Today is one of those days for sure where it just feels like it probably should rain. Yeah. And so we are seeing that take place.
All right, thanks, Corey.
Yeah.